Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer, brought to you by HastingsNow.com. Today we're taking a look at your local Hastings weather forecast, and then we're going to crack open a fascinating historical time capsule for Wednesday, August 26th. Let's get right into it.
Okay, if you've been waiting all summer for that absolute perfect seasonable weather, today is definitely your day. We're looking at a beautifully sunny late August reset featuring an ideal afternoon high right around 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Seriously, it's going to be an incredibly easy day for getting some work done, running those errands, grabbing a spot on a patio, or just spending some quality time down by the Mississippi. And you know what's really satisfying? Looking at the National Weather Service data, we're seeing entirely rain-free conditions for us today. There is literally only a 0 to 2% chance of precipitation on the horizon. There's absolutely no rain in the daytime point forecast, so you can leave the umbrella at home with total confidence. Walking chronologically through your day, we start comfortably in the mid-60s this morning, creeping up toward the upper 60s by about 9 a.m. The skies are staying mostly quiet, while that wind gradually turns northwest. By lunch, we warm up to a nice, breezy mid-70s, and then we'll hit that sweet 80 to 81 degree mark in the afternoon. You might notice those northwest winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. They'll definitely kick up a bit. But then we cool down beautifully through the 70s for a crystal clear evening, eventually dipping down to an overnight low around 57 degrees. So what's the game plan for your wardrobe? If you're heading out to enjoy some time by the river, short sleeves are going to be absolutely perfect for the afternoon. You'll probably want to grab a light layer if you're an early bird or if you're staying out past sunset, though. Don't forget to throw on those sunglasses and some sunscreen if you'll be out for a while, and just be ready for that refreshing breeze when you're in those wide open areas near the water. Actually, with these mostly sunny skies and perfectly dialed in 81 degrees, I'm just going to pause and let this official grievance sink in. Yep, Levy Park has formally objected to any indoor plans you might be holding on to. It is quite literally too nice out to stay on the couch today. All right, moving on to our time capsule, August 26th in history.
Our journey today takes us all over the map and across centuries. We're kicking things off in 18th century France during a period of massive political upheaval. From there, we bring it right back home to Minnesota during a tragic and pivotal time of conflict in the 19th century. And finally, we'll wrap things up at a bustling, historic baseball stadium in New York, right on the cusp of the 1940s.
Let's start over in 1789. On August 26th, France's National Assembly adopted the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen. Now, what's really fascinating here is the direct connection between these historical documents across the Atlantic. As the Library of Congress points out, the Marquis de Lafayette actually sat down and consulted with Thomas Jefferson before presenting France's declaration. So you can see exactly how the adopted French document directly drew upon the U.S. Declaration of Independence and the Virginia Declaration of Rights. It's just a brilliant example of revolutionary ideas spreading like wildfire. Let's move ahead to 1862 and look at a sobering but incredibly vital piece of our own Minnesota history. This was during the U.S. Dakota War, which was a conflict actively spreading across the entire region at the time. But on this specific date, August 26th, a highly significant internal movement took shape. The Minnesota Historical Society documents this exact date as the moment a formalized, organized resistance against the war emerged from within the Dakota communities themselves. Upper Dakota men formed a soldiers' lodge with the specific goal of opposing the war. The Historical Society describes this as the moment the Dakota Peace Party truly crystallized, pushing back against the continued fighting. It's a profound, powerful moment of organized resistance.
Fast forward to August 26, 1939, and we get a wonderfully early glimpse into the television era. An era that, as we all know, would completely revolutionize how we consume sports and entertainment. I mean, long before streaming platforms and massive 24/7 sports networks, there had to be a first, right? And this was the birth of modern sports broadcasting. On this date, the very first televised Major League Baseball game aired live from Ebbets Field, featuring the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Brooklyn Dodgers. According to the Dodgers' official history, this broadcast was just game one of a doubleheader, but it was the crucial first step in a technological revolution that would eventually bring America's pastime out of the stadiums and straight into living rooms across the entire country.
From revolutions in 18th century France to the first televised pitch, August 26th has definitely seen its fair share of history. But back here in the present day, it's all about enjoying what's right in front of us. While it's always smart to double-check those official weather alerts, because we all know summer weather can turn on a dime, the forecast today is just spectacular. Make a little time to get outdoors and enjoy the gorgeous Hastings riverfront. So looking up at those clear skies and feeling that crisp breeze, how are you going to spend your perfect 81-degree day along the Mississippi? Thanks so much for joining me on this HastingsNow.com explainer, and have an absolutely wonderful Wednesday.